Here's a little help for those struggling with today's classwork. You need to put this document into Notability or print it out so that you can show some work in a math sort of way. This first one is a little bit of an exception to the rule because in this first one we have a horizontal line. You may have already learned in math that the horizontal line slope is not that interesting. So here's the example. I chose 2 points on that green line, 1, 2, and 2, 2. At 1 second, its location was 2 meters. At 2 seconds, its location is 2 meters. And now I can find the slope. y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So I add 2 minus 2 over 2 minus 1, or 0 minus 1, which is 0. And we know from our physics that this horizontal line on a position time graph tells us there's no motion. He's at rest. This little blue guy Pip is at rest, 0 meters per second. Now we get a better example on number 2. For number 2, I've restated the rules for finding slope for you. We did it about a week ago. Step 1, choose 2 points. The only part of this graph I'm interested in is over here. I already know the slope of the first part of this graph is 0 from above and experience in math and science. So I'm interested in what happens after the time called 2 seconds. So I picked 2 points on the graph. I chose these 2 red dots I put there in the center of the green, 3, 4, and 4, 6. At 3 seconds, it was at 4 meters. At time 4 seconds, it's at 6 meters. To find the slope, I do y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And I wind up with 2 meters per second for my slope, which is the speed of this little blue guy after time 2 seconds. So he starts at rest, 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 rest. Now he's going 2 meters per second in this section. Let's do one more together to get you going. I'm going to move to a more difficult one. I'm going to go here to number 6. This may be of more interest and a better example. So I need to break up my graph. This part, I know he's at rest. This part, I know he's moving in a negative direction, and we need to find out how fast he's doing that. And in the last part, we'll do another set of work. So let me choose 2 points in this first section. So I might as well just do the very beginning and the very end. So I'm going to choose right here and right here. They're technically still on the line. I would call those coordinates 1, 4 and 2, 0 meters. So for this first slope, if I do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, then I have 0 minus 4 divided by 2 minus 1, or negative 4 over 1, or a slope of negative 4. And that's in meters per second. The negative doesn't tell me anything is slow. The negative tells me the direction of that slope is the negative direction. Or for us in physics, that this little block guy is going to move in a negative direction. Now let's do this second part of the slope over here. All right, I'm going to still choose this point at 2, 0. And I'm going to choose a point here at the end because it's easy to see at 4 seconds. Let's see, the middle of the line here seems to be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4, 8. I'm going to find that slope. Aha, something kind of interesting. I have 2 different slopes, one for this part highlighted in purple, a different slope for this highlighted in yellow. Here I have a positive sign, so it's going in a positive direction at 4 meters per second. And in my other one, I have a negative sign, negative 4 meters per second. So the speed of this is equal to the speed of this. They're just going for different amounts of time and in different directions. Now, you can do more of these on your own.